am standing in an area just south of the city of Tulare several hours after a deadly shooting was carried out by deputies with the Tulare County Sheriff's Office. Now, just around 10:30 or so this morning, deputies responded to a home here on Mahaney Avenue in Preen Drive, just south of Tulare within the county. They were responding to reports of a fight carried out by a welfare check. And when they arrived to the home, they found a man appearing from the back of the home, brandishing what they believed to be a weapon at the time. It was later determined that that weapon was actually a black cell phone. I want to switch the camera perspective around and show you exactly what the area looks like at this moment. The road remains closed here in this area, and several law enforcement agencies have cleared out in the past few hours or so, but there does seem to be a police presence still down the street here. We have seen roads blocked off and people mostly keeping to themselves inside this quiet residential area just south of the city of Tulare. We've also learned that the Tulare Police Department, along with the State Department of Justice, are collaborating on this investigation to learn more. Sheriff Mike Boudreau also releasing more details on this investigation as new developments continue to unfold late into the evening as well. We'll continue to bring you the latest developments tonight live at 11, as well as online at abc30.com.
Hey guys, Ignorance 559 here. Well, what do you know? I literally just had a conversation with two white tyrants, white oppressors here in Tulare County, as you guys saw in my videos here, on how just the system is set up for blacks and browns to fail, right? And well, what do you know? What were we talking about? Lo and behold, what I was trying to preach to the white officer is that what do law enforcement do here in America? Well, they kill nothing but blacks and browns year round. They kill us for sport. And unfortunately, it's sad to report and let you guys know that we lost another one of our brown brothers, another, Hispanic. This guy was Raza, Chicano. Rest in peace to Mike Pinon. So this is the guy who the sheriff deleted. What we know about the details right now is that I guess the guy showed up, man. Mike showed up, and something about a fight ensued, and people are kind of confused right now. Well, was Mike in his own property, in his own place of dwelling, when the sheriffs came for the wellness check and killed him in his own property? We don't know if he was in his own home or he showed up at someone's house to fight. What we do know, what the concrete, hard-hitting, and in-your-face details and evidence shows is that the man was unarmed, man. The man was unarmed. He was out there running the fade, he was just letting his hands go, man. He was letting his hands go, and nothing about that is life-threatening. When people are fighting, it's not threatening. People are using their fists. It's not life-threatening. What gets me upset and gets under my skin, which is why my YouTube channel exists today, is because of what I'm trying to preach to y'all. Not trying, I'm preaching. I'm saying it. I'm spitting it every day, and I'm never going to get tired of doing so. They're killing blacks and browns for sport out here. Not just out here in the West Coast, here in the state of California, where I was born, where we all reside, in America as a whole, as a nation, as a people. The sheriff showed up, and we need to look at things stop looking at it as, the courthouse is literally over here on the other side of this baseball field, this softball baseball field. Quit. I don't want to look at it from a lens of what those white judges are they're gonna sit there and litigate, mitigate, and just procrastinate. That's what they're gonna do to alleviate from serving justice, equality to blacks and browns in specific here in this nation we're living at, here in the West. So what was in Mike's hand? What was in his hand? What prompted this sheriff to say, man, I fear for my life? And he unholstered his weapon and drew down on Mike and proceeded to shoot, and he killed Mike. The sheriff's excuse, their biggest excuse, every blue Nazi pig's excuse is, well, he had something in his hand. Oh, or I feared for my life. those excuses are not solidified. They do not have a sheriff to stand solidified on his actions of you chose to take life, dude. You took a life. Okay? When cops, whenever they approach me or whenever they show up, I've learned, as a little kid growing up now, I've seen countless of videos of cops and sheriffs killing blacks and browns year round. Okay? So what is one of our biggest, most effective defense mechanisms that we can use to counter the white man, America's white supremacy, when it comes to those in uniform, cops and sheriffs? Dude, yeah, you record, dude. I don't care if you got to record and you're running away to get away from the officer, or you're running by the officer or away, because this is what's gonna save you, dude. This is gonna save you. This is what reflects transparency. Okay. Here's a prime perfect example. If I get into a fist fight with someone, right? And in between the tussle, the guy gets desperate and he pulls something out. I'm gonna be able to see if it's a knife, a gun, or a cell phone. Okay. So yeah, just I'm really pissed off because of what the Tulare County sheriffs are doing right now. The Tulare County Sheriff's Office is so full of white supremacy, so much so is that they just had their Detective Hopper passed away, that white sheriff, because he got killed by one of our brown brothers. And so what a lot of people don't know is that you got people like Sheriff Mike Boudreaux. You don't know the conversations that are taking place inside of those headquarters. But what do we know? What kind of conversations could be taking place by looking at the actions of the white man and the commands he gives his cops and his sheriffs? What did they do? They just shot an unarmed man. Why? Because you need to understand how the white man works and operates, man. When they take an L, when one of their white sheriffs or white cops dies, they're out on the hunt. We got to go out and kill a black or a brown to establish grounds of not just control, but grounds of intimidation in the name of control, okay? In the name of superiority, okay? So yeah, it is not standing solidified to me. And why did you shoot the guy? You saw a cell phone in his hand. Why did you shoot him? Just say it, because you're evil, dude. You're a very evil sheriff. You pulled the trigger because, why did that sheriff pull the trigger? You have no idea the emotions, the anger and rage that goes through a cop or a sheriff's mind, body, and soul. The demons come out, man. When they see someone recording them, where they pull out a phone, oh, you're gonna record me? Oh, you want to show transparency? Oh, you want to expose me? Ah! These are the emotions that goes through every blue Nazi's mind. Cop, sheriff, CHP officer, correctional officers, they hate that, okay? I'm going to show you guys this clip, guys. This is something that happened not even, I believe, a year ago or a couple years ago, but it's a strong reminder of how cops feel when they see a phone. This sheriff didn't see a firearm. He didn't see a knife. No, he saw a phone in his hand, okay? And I want to show you this video to remind you of what every cop and every sheriff here in America, their thought, their feelings, their emotion. I want to show you the exact emotion that they feel when they see a black or a brown pulling out a phone or running away with the phone. What it makes them feel like. Check out the clip, folks.
No! Open the door with your hands!
Can I take off my belt?
Take off your seatbelt. Slowly. Open the door. Keep your hands up. Stay away. Face it away. Put the phone down.
I have the right to hold the phone.
Down.
Why can't I hold the phone?
Put the phone down.
Why can't I hold the phone? This is for my safety, sir.
Put the phone down.
This is for my safety.
Put the phone down.
This is for my safety.
Put the phone down.
This is for my safety.
Put the phone down. Put the phone down.
This is for my safety, sir.
Listen to my commands. Put the phone down.
This is for my safety, sir.
Put the phone down.
I cannot do it.
Put the phone down.
Okay, so did y'all see that? Did you see how the just the anger and rage inside of that white fat sheriff, what he was going through, his emotions. He couldn't even keep himself together. During that stop, as he stopped that brown individual, who was the aggressor? Who was more calm? Who was more aggressive and angry, and who was more calm? I'm gonna let you guys answer that for yourselves. I'm asking you guys, not just my subscribers, but just the whole world. I'm not asking a judge. I'm not asking a cop. I'm not asking a sheriff, a CHP officer, a DA, a warden, a CO, because I already know what their answer is going to be. Okay? Their mentality is it's them versus us. Okay? So I'm asking you guys, check out that video, huh? I mean, wow, how angry that guy was, and over a phone, you know, I record all the time, dude. Stuff like that, it's nothing new here in America. When I used to have my Dodge Challenger or my Dodges, my sports cars, before I became homeless, before the courts took everything from me, before they took my son away from me, every time I would drive around in my sports car, my Dodge Challengers, every time a blue Nazi pig pulled me over, I was recording on my dash cam and the phone on my hand. I always recorded, okay? And I always noticed, man, you know, America's blue Nazi pigs, man, they hate that. They hate it. I can see it in their body language, their vibes, their demeanor, their energies, everything. Just angry and pissed off. Really mad because I'm recording, right? So, yeah, I just wanted you guys to see that, to start opening you guys' eyes on what kind of country we're living in when it comes to America's police force, cops and sheriffs. And I was just full of white supremacy. You guys know where I'm heading with this. And I gotta speak the truth. You know, someone's gotta voice it. Someone's gotta speak for the blacks and for the browns. Because all I see as of late is just submission in the name of fear. And that's not me. You know, my last name's Sanchez. You know, check the bloodline. You know, my ancestors, man, it's there. It's there. So, yeah, you guys checked out that video. And what I want to show you guys next is check out the level of self-denial, pushing false narratives from America's white police force, or white policemen, or white female police officers, or just America's police force in general. Check out this clip right here. You guys remember just a couple of days ago, I had these two white officers and we had a conversation. And I hate having conversations with cops, matter of fact, you know. By all means, I always advocate don't have a conversation with them. They'll pretend to be your friend only to try to incriminate you. Remember that, okay? They're not your friends, okay? They're not your friends, man. Check out this video, okay? Check out this video, and I want you to pay attention on how this white officer is in denial. In denial, so much so, when I ask him, who dies more here in America at the hands of police, whether when they approach us or when they pull us over, who dies more? Statistically speaking, who is it more dangerous for? Los hispanos, güey, chicanos, y nuestros hermanos, los negros, okay? Blacks and browns. Statistically speaking, who is more at danger here? Who is more at risk of dying? Blacks and browns at the hands of police. And what did this white officer say? He didn't say nothing. Pay attention to what he's saying. He couldn't even answer it. Why couldn't the white man, the white Peckerwood blue Nazi, answer the question? Why couldn't he answer it? Because he knows it's the truth. What I'm saying is true. America's law enforcement is full of white supremacy, so much so that they drive around all over this nation targeting and killing blacks and browns for sport. Check out this clip and watch how in denial this white blue Nazi is. Check them out. What did the Tulare County sheriffs do? What did they do? Didn't they kill that Hispanic when he was drunk in his backseat and they didn't have to kill him? Okay. Okay, so they killed him. They put bullets in his body, right?
I know what instance.
You guys always say you don't know, but I do know because blacks and browns were watching how we're being policed, right? Here's my ID if you need it. So he said, what did he say about cops and sheriffs? That you guys die, right? Is that what you said?
I say you get to see both sides and we die as well, which is why I was talking about a weapon for in there, because it happens all over the nation where officers die from people grabbing weapons and shooting them or stabbing them or other things.
Right.
So I was asking to see both sides.
So it's like this.
I was asking for compassion.
It must be. You know, I'm a humble individual. I'm not a closed-minded individual. You know what I'm saying? I am compassionate. I do have a heart. I do have a soul. But I'm gonna ask you something. Who dies more here in this country? Blacks and browns or officers? Who dies more?
I had to look at it. I can't tell you 100%. I don't want to say something and not know this.
You're not answering it because it's the truth. Chicanos and blacks die more behind the handgun of an officer. Okay. Where's your gun? Right here. You know, we die. You guys kill us. All right. So did you see that? Did you catch that? Okay. Why couldn't the white man answer a simple, standard question? Okay. It wasn't even a rhetorical question, man. It was like a serious, very serious, and very just answer the question. He couldn't. He couldn't. Why? Because of how they're trained. How they're trained to police us blacks and browns in this country. So yeah, again, I know I already said it, but I gotta say it again. Rest in peace to Mike Pinon. Me and those blue Nazis had that conversation like a couple days ago. Okay, and then after the fact, only proving my point, man. I told you guys. I tried to tell those cops. They know. They know. They're just really good at playing stupid. The Tulare County Sheriff's Office killed another one of our brown brothers, Mike Pinon. Okay, Mike Pinon, and which is why I'm a strong advocate. I told you guys since day one. I've always been a strong advocate for the Second Amendment. Okay, the right to bear arms. Okay, and it's nobody's business what you're carrying, where you're carrying it at. As you can tell from my previous video. Excuse me, guys. I even had those same two officers scoping me, invading my personal space and everything. Dude, I wanted to push them back. Hey, back the hell up, Peckerwood. You know? Oh, they're worried about weapons. Like, I don't care what you're worried about. Okay, I really don't. You know, it's the right of the people. It's our constitutional right, the right to bear arms. Okay, and white cops like that, they swear to Bob, man. They swear to Bob up and down that blacks and browns are the problem in this nation. And well, who killed our brown brother here? I didn't kill him. A Tulare County sheriff killed our brown brother. So I guess this next clip I want you guys to see is that I'm sure you guys know who Ice-T is. Ice-T the rapper. I've seen this clip years ago, and ever since I seen that clip, I've always been a big fan of Ice-T, but ever since I seen this clip of Ice-T being interviewed on a newscast broadcast, I forgot which news company it was, but what did stick to me is what Ice-T said, what the Second Amendment is all about, and what it's really, truly for. You know, I'm getting sick and tired, man. I'm so sick and tired, man, of seeing cops and sheriffs killing blacks, killing browns, like without a train of thought, without just it's to them it's normal, and that's what I don't like. That's what doesn't sit right with my spirit, you know, my soul. It does anger me, man. It angers me, and I feel like people need to wake up, dude. The brown community and the black community need to wake up. You know, why is the Second Amendment so important? Well, because there's a lot of tyrants out there, man. There's a lot of tyrants out there. There's just a plethora, countless of videos out there of us catching countless of cops and sheriffs on their body cam saying, "Ooh, we're gonna go kill blacks and browns today." Literally, they're literally say that, okay? And they don't get fired till like 8-9 years later, and which is only proving my point. Why the Second Amendment is also very important, and it is of the essence on a daily basis. Why the Second Amendment is so important. You know, the black community and the brown community, they deserve, you know, to be armed. You know, they deserve to exercise the right to the Second Amendment. Carry concealed if you have to, man. Carry concealed, because when you dial 911 and you're saying, "Hey, we got this. I got one of your officers drawing down on me," keep in mind and always remember that dispatcher, they don't give a damn. They're there to push the officer and sheriff's narrative at all costs, okay? It's a big brotherhood. That's what it is. A big thin blue line brotherhood. Sorry, guys, I hear someone down there. Some people down there. I'm on some stairs right now, but there's someone under me right now. Go ahead and check out this clip, you guys. I just wanted to remind you guys of how important the Second Amendment is, okay? How important it is for the black and brown community if you're living in this country we call America. Hey, yo, Ice-T, do me a favor, yeah? Educate my subscribers and all those people who are watching this video. Remind them what the Second Amendment is for, please. I'll let Ice-T take over from here.
I'd give up my gun when everybody else does.
Well,
doesn't that make sense? I mean, if you were to, if there were guns here, would you want to be the only person without one? It's part of our Constitution. You know, the right to bear arms is because that's the last form of defense against tyranny. Not to hunt. It's to protect yourself from the police.
and do you see any link between that and these sorts of incidents?
Nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? If somebody wants to kill people, you know, they don't need a gun to do it.
Makes it easier, though, doesn't it?
Not really. You can use you can strap explosives on your body. They do that all the time.
So when there's the inevitable backlash of the anti-gun lobby as a result of this incident, as there always is.
Well, that's not going to change anything in the United States.
Anything.
No, the United States is based on guns. You know, like KRS says, you'll never have justice on stolen land. So it's not going to change.